Today, I'm going to talk to you about how you can join Navy Federal Credit Union and get $15,000 overnight. Hey everyone, so in the previous video, we talked about how you can do a $15,000 increase in 24 hours. And one of the eligibility rules was you must be a Navy Federal Credit member. So today, I'm going to talk to you about how you can join Navy Federal Credit Union and get $15,000 overnight. So if this is something that you're interested in, stay tuned because we're going to go over from A to Z who can join Navy Federal and what that can do for you. So, Navy Federal Credit Union is a bank or a credit union that was initially created for Navy active duty members. So as it has grown, they have expanded those who can actually become members of the credit union. So this actually spans out to all branches of the armed forces now. So that's the Army, that's the Marines, that's the Air Force, that's the National Guard, the Navy, everyone in the armed forces to be a part of Navy Federal Credit Union at this point. So this also includes not only active duty members, but veterans and their families. So if you are in any part of the Department of Defense, you, as well as your family, are eligible to become members of Navy Federal. And this is beneficial to you because Navy Federal gives out a big bag. And not only do they give out a big bag, they believe in relationship banking, which is super important because that means that you can possibly have a lower credit score and still get approved for higher limits and favorable terms. So now we're going to talk a little bit about who can join Navy Federal and what might qualify you for membership and how you can share your current membership with your family or your household member. So a little bit about Navy Federal is they have been around for 80 years serving members of the military and their families. That is really, really, really important because not only has there been longevity, they're also a nonprofit. So they're willing to give out more money and they're willing to give out favorable terms, which can benefit you in your journey to build generational wealth using other people's money. Now, the membership is open to the following individuals: active duty members, reservists, veterans, retirees, and annuitants of the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. This includes the following: Army and Air National Guard personnel, Delayed Entry Program personnel, Department of Defense civilians, U.S. government employees assigned to DOD or Department of Defense installations, aka contractors. If you are not a military personnel member, but you are a contractor for the military and you can approve that, you have some sort of clearance on a military base. I am from a military town. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of contractors that are afforded access to military benefits. This one is for you. This is for you. If you are a contractor and you are not a part of Navy Federal Credit Union, you need to run over there ASAP because the beauty of Navy Federal is, unlike most credit unions, there is no fee to be a part of the credit union. There's no annual fee for membership, and they don't require anything except for you to qualify. All right. Now, contractors, if you're assigned to a DOD installation, be sure to go to Navy Federal. Family members of any of the above people that I just stated, you are also eligible for Navy Federal Credit Union membership. Now, we're going to get into the ties that bind, or what I like to say is those you would never think would actually be eligible for membership, you are. So we're going to talk about this. Now, if you were an active duty member and you were a part of the credit union, you have ties to Navy Federal forever. So you don't have to close your membership just because you're no longer a active duty member. Or if you have an immediate family member who has membership, you also can do the same thing. Once you join, your membership is for life. You are with them for forever. And I am actually a person who can speak to this. I was grandfathered into Navy Federal, as I spoke about in my first Navy Federal video. And I no longer have ties to that individual, but I am still connected to Navy Federal 14 years later. So once you're in, you're a member for life. And not only am I a member, I have gotten my family members into Navy Federal as well. So at any stage of your life, you are able to be a part of Navy Federal Credit Union once you join. Now, we're going to talk about who else can join. Who else can join Navy Federal and how this works for you. So if you have an immediate family member who has joined or one who is eligible to join Navy Federal, you can become a member. Immediate family members include grandparents, parents, spouses, siblings, grandchildren, children, including adopted and stepchildren. So what does that say, everyone? We do not need to provide any birth certificates, because guess what? An adopted child or a stepchild is not going to have any blood relationship to you. So that is a gem. If you are affiliated with someone who is a part of Navy Federal and you are considered like a child to them, you can join. All right, now we're going to talk about the other people that can join. Household members. What is a household member? So if you are a person who lives in any type of dwelling with someone who is a Navy Federal Credit member, you share the same address and or pay a major utility bill in that home, you are eligible to join Navy Federal. All right? So that is a big deal. Family members and household members are referred to as sponsors. So the reason why you will be eligible is through your sponsor. So if you are not affiliated with the military, but you are a family member or a household member, you are eligible to join Navy Federal. And I'm going to drop a gem just for you in this video that has nothing to do with being a military personnel or being a family member or a household member. You can actually become a Navy Federal Credit Union member if you become an intern at Navy Federal. Let me know in the comments. Did you know that? So you don't have to have any affiliation with the military, any affiliation with any members of the military, but if you become a intern or if you become a person who works at Navy Federal Credit Union, you are eligible for membership. So guys, if you have not yet, I would run right over to Navy Federal, because on this channel and in this series, we're gonna get you to the bag with Navy Federal alone. This is one of the big banks that I use to use other people's money to make me money. Everything, almost $500,000 over 14 years given to me by Navy Federal. We have more upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Let me know in the comments what you like to see. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe, get to the bag with Navy Federal, and I will see you in the next one.